Okay, fuck it, let's talk about it. Hades 2 came out.
Yeah, it did. So it's in early access right now, is it, yeah?
Yeah. They're doing the same thing they did with Hades 1, although I didn't jump on Hades 1 until it was done.
Sure.
There's a lot here, considering it's still early access. There's a lot of articles going around, specifically from Kotaku, saying, don't buy this game, it's in early access. And it's like, wow, Kotaku's saying not to buy a game in early access. Am I in the Twilight Zone? You fucks. I don't know why they've got an axe to grind against Supergiant Games, but apparently they have.
Yeah, it is a bit weird.
But yeah, let's get to it. Hey man, this game feels like I'm playing Hades 2.
Yeah.
I think that's the best compliment I can give it.
Yeah, absolutely. By all accounts, people that have played it have been enjoying it.
It's good. It's very fun. The characters are charming, although I didn't expect otherwise. I managed to beat the first boss on my second run, so I felt pretty happy.
Yeah.
And I've managed to meet the second boss. I beat the second boss on my first try. I don't know how, because every time I've come up to it since, it's kicked my ass.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've seen the third area, and that's all I'm saying, and that's as far as I've gotten. I got my ass kicked in Area 3 very hard. I'm not looking forward to getting back there.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes that's... sometimes you do just get into the groove, though, yeah?
Certainly. Our new main character, Mel, she controls very differently to Zagreus, while also feeling the same. Like, the core mechanics are there.
I get you.
Okay, they introduced a new thing for Mel. Mel is very much a caster.
Sure,
She
okay.
has a mana bar.
Right, okay.
What that means is you've got your normal attack, which is it's square on the PlayStation, but it's X on Xbox. So that's just your swings. You've got triangle, which is Zagreus's cast that used to be on circle.
Yeah.
On the default weapon, that's a cast. You send out a little projectile. And B is your actual cast. That doesn't change no matter what weapon you're wielding. And her cast is an AoE.
Right, okay, I get you.
And now here's the kicker: is you can hold down each button to make an Omega attack.
Yeah, charged attacks and stuff, yeah.
That uses your mana, and
Right.
it's her casting some form of spell.
Sure.
And that changes per weapon. So far, my favourite weapon is the dagger and claw. It's a very fast weapon. I tried using the axe, and I liked it, but I got my ass kicked by the first boss, so I really do need to get accustomed to it. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's a good time. I highly recommend it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. So I'm sure I'll get to it like when I do, because I'm still not finished with Hades 1 yet.
One thing I will say is fuck Eris. Eris is a character that got introduced. She's the... I forget what her official role is, but she represents Strife. And
Sure.
what she is she's a built-in mechanic to stop you from going too far.
Right, okay.
So if you're really good at Hades 1, you can theoretically beat the game on your first run. It's difficult, but it can be done. And I'm sure people can still do that with Hades 2. However, the first time you beat the first boss, you bump into Eris, and she gives you the gift of Strife. It means everything that hits you does 20% more damage. But
Right.
that doesn't sound too bad. However, it also has the little line after it that says, by the way, this increases by 5% each encounter. So in 10 encounters time, you're up to 70%. If you do another 20, you're well over taking double damage. So yeah, it's definitely like, I think the devs looked at Hades 1 and went, we need to make it difficult for people to just sequence break encounters.
Make it too difficult for people to just boss it.
Pretty much, man. Like, every time I've had an Eris encounter, I've not beaten that zone because the enemy's just too much. I'm too reckless, basically, is what I'm saying.
Sure, I get you.
You can get away with it on base damage, but not so much on when they increase it a little bit. I've met the 2 friendly NPCs that you can randomly encounter in chambers for the first 2 zones. I won't spoil them, they're fun. And yeah, you met Thanatos in Hades 1, didn't you?
I think so.
He's the guy who helps you in encounters sometimes. He actually just spawns and kills things and you have a contest with him.
No, actually, I've met Sisyphus, though.
Okay, no, Sisyphus is what I mean by I've met the 2 friendly characters that take up chambers. But yeah, they've expanded on that a little bit. I've met 2 people who can randomly join your encounters and help you clear the chambers, so that's an interesting change. It's a good game, I highly recommend it. I pretty much realised at the last 5 minutes all I've been saying is Hades 2 good, buy it. But
2 weeks later.
Rick, I got my first Hades 2 clear.
Did you? Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That final boss is a real pain in the dick.
What weapon did you use?
The first basic one.
Okay.
That being said, I did max out Menenoi's aspect on it, so it's got like 30% increase in...
Everything.
Not everything, no. Increase in Omega attack speed.
Okay.
All the aspects have like one gimmick that they increase, and yeah, if you increase the rank of it, it does that thing better. Like, I remember Zagreus' sword, I believe, was just a straight up increase to attack by 30% once you maxed it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that final boss is hard. I heavily suspect suspect that his HP is going to be lowered, or rather his max HP is going to be lowered in the final release, because I think they don't want people to beat the game very easily on early access.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I've cleared both routes now, and yeah, I really didn't. I beat that final boss in a run that took me 45 minutes, damn near.
Yeah,
and it feels like about 8 of those minutes was just the final boss. So you know, I don't know, man. Like I said, it might get easier. I might just be shit. That's absolutely fine, and I might get better. It's just the only way. And I don't really fully count the run as me being good at the game now. I had 4 Death Defiances when I fought the boss, and I was down to 10 HP when I won.
Yeah, I also get that feeling sometimes when I'm not. I know that I'm not the reason that I won something. Like, I know it's the build that carried me.
Yeah, but it wasn't even the build. It was literally just I had the HP to burn.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know, it is what it is. I feel like every zone up until Tartarus and the final boss is quite easily doable by me. It's just when I get to that final zone, it's a fucking brick in the face.